As the Trump administration's steel and aluminum tariffs take effect, one Southeast Alaska business is unsure what that will mean for them. Every year, the Alaskan Brewing Company ships out over 4 million gallons of beer from their Juneau plant. A lot of that beer is in aluminum cans, but they buy those cans ready to fill from another manufacturer.
We're sort of almost an end user. We're not quite the end user drinking the beer, but we're almost an end user of that aluminum. We don't directly pay that raw material cost. So that's the other thing that's hard to predict, what the multiplier effect of a raw material cost will cost to us kind of buying an end product.
Klein says the price of steel is also a big concern.
Obviously, if steel prices went through the roof, that affects your ability to build effectively, and it affects your ability to build out all the tanks and all the other things that we use stainless steel for.
Besides all the tanks and infrastructure used in the brewing process, the big kegs that restaurants and bars order are also made out of steel. Those get shipped back to be refilled at the brewery, but adding customers means buying more. Klein doesn't seem too worried, though. He says making beer in Alaska, the brewery is no stranger to unusual supply chain considerations.
We're in one of the most unique positions in the United States for a beer supplier. 98% of all of our materials are brought in by barge.
The remote location inspires some flexibility and creativity. A few years ago, for instance, the brewery started taking the spent grain that's left over after the brewing process is over and burning it for fuel. Before that, they had to ship it out to dispose of in the lower 48. So why make beer in such a remote place with all the challenges that come along with that? For the brewery, it's practically a founding principle. In fact, showcasing Alaskan manufacturing is right there in their mission statement.
The reason we make beer in Juneau is because our founders fell in love with Juneau and wanted to make a product that represented the best of what Alaska is about. So their commitment to Juneau and to Alaska as a place that they could demonstrate as a place that is a viable place to be a manufacturer is something that's very important.
Klein can't say exactly what effect the new tariffs will have, but he says the brewery plans to keep making beer in Juneau.